Okay, so normally, I leave a message up and we sit for 10 minutes and I go and get coffee and hit the restroom and grab booze or whatever I'm going to do. But tonight I'm just starting in because we're going to have to spend 10-15 minutes just explaining where we're at to begin with. So I figured we'll just start that. So welcome. This is Dragons Down. It is a board game that is coming out hopefully toward the latter half of this year. This is tabletop simulator version, which you can go obviously and download and check out also. Includes the rules in PDF form and so on right here. So you can, like I said, if you want to take a look, it's all there. We are playing 3 characters, and those 3 characters and we're playing effectively sort of a little variation on the exploratory scenario where most of the map is not out and about yet. We're also playing with the Desolation expansion, which adds 2 other types of terrain, a bunch of monsters, more treasures, etc. So and what? A dozen more characters. So let's go over our characters real quick. We got a halfling rogue. Halfling rogue's a little bit egregious in terms of... Oh, do I not have cubes for the halfling rogue? Well, that is lame. 6 and 1. So hold on one second. So the halfling rogue has 6 6 brown cubes, 1 red cube, so 6 speed cubes and a might cube. That's way too much. It's never going to work out, but what the halfling rogue has in not optimal number of cubes, she has in being able to run away from almost everything. So she has enough maneuver boxes here to play maneuver cubes, and the special power that she can even escape when she can't beat everyone's speed of her all the speed of her pursuers. So good stuff. Not going to be much of a fighter, but she will be able to. And I need I need some hearts here too, unfortunately. Not going to be able to fight much, but she is going to be able to run from most combats. That's going to be the goal. Run from combats, find a couple nice sites, loot them clean, rinse and repeat. The only spellcaster this session is the half-elf Illusionist. The half-elf Illusionist. Again, not very strong. You see the might, 1 red might cube here. Goes into this first slot in the staff. Can't do much damage. But she did take, and we took sort of an experimental set of spells here. Envenom and Strength. And Vapor Form for defense. I think Vapor Form is the easy defense option. Envenom and Strength require the half-elf Illusionist to be hidden or to be with somebody, and she can cast them. And then with her measly staff, do actually up to 3 points of damage. Or with her short sword, do actually 4 damage. You don't really do points of damage in the game. We'll get to that when we get to that. But she can effectively do as much damage as the half-orc Black Knight here. Half-orc Black Knight is a great, well-rounded fighter. Way more offensive than defensive, as you can see with these slots here. A lot more attack speed slots than defense speed slots. Just enough might to wield this battle axe to its best. And powers are traveling in mountains and scaring the locals into giving him better prices, pretty much. So that is where we are at. For this setup, I dealt out terrain tiles until I found 3 of the 5 civilization tiles, and then drew lots to see who would start when. The illusionist got first pick, and she picked the village with the smith and the artificer in there. The Black Knight picked second and picked to hang out with the smuggler. The rogue was left picking third, and the mine was the only thing left. And no one's there. That was, we drew 2 empties. So that is it. We are ready to start. It's day 1. Our goal is to do, I was thinking actually 5 total weeks. We're not doing that tonight. That'd be forever. 35 days, 5 total weeks, and then breaking it up into sessions. But we'll see. We'll sort of see how many days we get through this evening. My throat seems to be giving out weirdly, but my voice, it has been on and off all week. So there you go. So first day, we're going to have the illusionist first, then the Black Knight, and then the rogue. So the illusionist is going to spend her first turn trading, because she is looking for a dagger. She's looking for a weapon that will give her 1 sharpness star, and that will up her damage. And then, like I said, she will be equivalent to, say, even the half-orc's damage, given the right circumstances. And so, let's trade with the smith. So we take this, we're going to go search. And we see a short sword and an enchanted treasure. So the enchanted treasure we have to immediately replace. So it is a belt of expansion, sort of a crappy treasure actually. And then one of these gets placed on here for later use. So the short sword is at least of interest, so I suppose we'll try to roll for that. This card actually just gets discarded. Okay. Sure, let's roll on that. The smith cares about charm. We've got 3 charm. It's $12. Oh, wait, let's sell this for $3. So we'll sell that to the smith first, and then we'll roll in the short sword, which is $12. And now it is $8. I can do that. Done. So we spent some cash. She gets a short sword in hand. We freed up a hand. That's exciting. I should look at the missions to take. Swamper and Dragon Slayer. Ooh. So we are making a small change to some of these, because these quests are better when you are these quests are better when you have the whole map laid in front of you and you know exactly where you're going. Like, you can look at this and go, I'll never get to 5 of these. But you can't when we don't have the whole board out. So the idea would be that we're going to break this up in some fashion. So she's going to take Swamper. And then that means she wants to visit swamp tiles. And each time she does it, she's going to get credited 4 gold and 3 fame. So we're going to make this a progressive, incremental quest. So she can, and we do that mostly just by dividing the end reward up into 5s. And so there you go. I figure that will be a little bit better and encourage me to take these and encourage me to finish those. So, done. That is simply one phase at this juncture. I think she's good. She's going to go one here, and every time you enter a new tile, you have to get a terrain chit and put it there. And the feature is that she actually gets a treasure, and there's nothing wrong with that. So she gets the symbol of vision, extra search. That is her second move. We're gonna do third move. That's another treasure. Wow. Elven Amulet. You can re-roll a search in a woods clearing. So she gets an extra search and can re-roll a search in a woods clearing. And since that's our third turn, we traded 1, 2, so that's 3. She's going to sneak. So we're just going to put one of these chips on sneak to show that we're sneaking today. That's the Illusionist day 1. The Black Knight will look at the smuggler's stuff just cause. No reason not to. I don't know that he's looking for anything specific. Kill a hero or a leader. I think he can actually do that. I'm going to take this quest. He has an enchanted treasure. What's up, JJ? How are you? My voice is sort of acting up, so that stinks. But other than that, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So we're going to draw another treasure and put it back in there. It is the Scepter of the Sorcerer. Certainly not anything the Black Knight cares about, but wow, that is a nice treasure for one of the mages to pull. So we're going to take Betrayer on the Black Knight. And he will indeed be looking for a leader to kill at some point. The problem with villagers is there's a lot of them. What, like 6 of them or something? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the village leader. It's a lot of dudes to kill. It's a lot of murder. So that's his trade phase, and he is done with that. So let's put the enchanted cube there. I actually have to flip these two, so I'm sorry. Let me flip them. Flip. It does actually change the roads. So that's 1. I think he's going to do the same thing of trying to grab some tiles here. So that's 2. He has to draw a chit. It's a site. Okay, there we go. And what is the site going to be? It's going to be the altar in 3. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you saw some, and we're going to get back to that during the week. I just wanted to sort of kill time. The problem with doing so, I did a bunch of those into the future. Like I have a couple days queued up, which is nice. But then it's hard. But at some point I go, well, it's Sunday and I want to do something. So what do? I suppose I could play more Outer Worlds into the far future. But you can't do that online because no one's seen anything happen yet. So we trade 1. We walk up here 2. We're going to walk up to the altar 3 because the Black Knight is a half orc, doesn't have to take a penalty in the mountains, and then he's going to sneak. And that leaves us with the rogue. Now the rogue is alone at the mine, so she does not have anyone to trade with there. So she's going to explore. Sorry, I didn't mean to roll those dice, actually. She gets the quiet bog, and she can move. And that's all one. I actually read into the rules, and they changed the rule. I don't know if I don't think it was that recently, but they changed it, and now when you explore, you actually get a movement point to move, and you only have to pay extra actions if you move into a mountain or a swamp. So this is one action. So the halfling draws a terrain tile. It's a wow. All the treasures are just coming out. That's sort of nice for the characters here. And she gets the Tome of Power, which is you get a purple cube permanently. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, she could certainly use it, and she can get the cube and then learn spells. On the other hand, she could extort the illusionist. So I don't know what to do there. She's just going to keep it for the time being and just sit on it. So that's one. What to do though? She only has 3 moves because she started in a cave. So 1. Let's go 2, 3, and then she'll be done. And that is the day. Let's roll. Hold on. I have a cocked die there. There we go. Okay. Monsters return, and I get scratchies. So let's look and see if we get any. The scratch brings griffins. 2 griffins, indeed. Oof, 2 griffins. That sounds awful. I recently purchased a car wash membership for $20.99 a month. So I go in there every day. I have no idea if it's bad for the car, but I enjoy the car wash. Every day. That's pretty funny, actually. That's a clean car. That's a clean car. Do you do the whole detail inside too, and everything's like, you know, you vacuum everything, and so the illusionist is beset upon by 2 griffins. That sucks a little bit. Sucks a lot, actually. So she's gonna have to roll a hide, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's roll to see if we hide. Because the illusionist is sneaking, only one of these dice has to be blank. But it isn't, and so the illusionist is indeed caught and blocked. The griffins have her. Not every day, but I do clean the inside. Far more often than I clean my house. That's funny. Now, do you spend a lot of time in your cars, or are you like, do you have like a 2-hour commute or some crazy crap like that, or do you just love the? None of these characters. I mean, the Half-Orc Black Knight is a sort of a badass, but the rest of these characters, I'm a little bit wary of their power capability. The rogue is absolutely run from everything. Like her gig is I run. Like this halfling rogue, all she's got is the ability to run, not the ability to do damage. The illusionist has a really weird setup to do damage, which she cannot use because she is not hidden. She has to start from hiding. You put less than 3,000 miles on your car. Oh man, that is awesome. And that's sort of where I'm at now because I don't leave the house much, unfortunately. Why does it exist? Why does what exist? I'm sorry. No, I walk everywhere. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, geez. Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble for certain. So we cannot run. These dudes have 4 movement speed. What I am going to I can only play 5 cubes. Only play 5 cubes. Oh gosh. Oh, I mean, she can do damage. She just has to do it. Like I said, it's a really weird setup with this. Insofar, can't do it now because she has to be hidden. She has to start hidden. If she starts hidden, she can start the process and do at least reasonable damage. In fact, if she started hidden, she might have a shot at killing one of these griffins, but not hidden is very, very dangerous. And it's possible I just screwed up the. It's possible I just screwed up and picked the wrong spells for what we're doing. So she is going to cast Vapor Form. That's going to take 3 cubes. And then she's going to. I'm going to put it there for giggles. She's going to use these 2 cubes for her attack speed. And her defense speed is nothing. So she either gets this cast off, I think, or dies. Is the weird. Because I don't think she can kill these things. It would literally take her way too long to get through the 3 points. Like, she needs to hit them 2 rounds. She needs to hit one griffin 2 rounds in a row to kill it. And she needs to not be hit at all because she has 0. Huh! So, we're going to cast as fast as possible. Hope no one flips. If they flip, she's dead, actually. So this could be a super short run. I could. So this could be a super short run. It's about a 50-50. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Is there a way she could manage otherwise? I don't think so. Yeah, well, and my voice is giving out too, so that it could be a short stream anyway. Because so this guy doesn't flip, so we need the second guy to not flip, and he does, and he's going to kill her. So that actually does end her game, like instantly. So he attacks first. He's going to hit her. He does 2 damage. She is dead. She can take literally no hits. That is too bad. Way too bad. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to grab these 2 griffins. We'll put them where they killed her. Her stuff will go in a little pile. Just like that. And, well, I suppose we're going to see if we can't grab someone else. We will discard her quest and everything. So it is a quiet, ugly, ignoble death that the illusionist has. Let's roll let's get a new character real quick. See if we can have some better luck here. A half elf again. Hey, maybe a brother. Who knows? Half elf assassin. I would like a spellcaster, maybe. So let's re-roll over here real quick. But we will take. I suppose the half elf technically is a spellcaster, no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A half elf soulless. Oh, there you go. So maybe it's her again. She's now dead though. Sure. Why not? Okay, let's just do this. What do we got here? 4 spells, 3 gold. 4 spells, 3 gold. She's either purple or black magic. I like my elves with souls. Well, too damn bad, sir. You get nothing. So either we're gray and purple, or gray and black magic. Take you over here. Jeez, oh man, could we? Who's putting little points? Who's putting little rando grid points on these on this side over here? Like this makes no sense. You stop it. You do not snap to grid. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So our choices are pretty much between these two lines of spells. Oops. Jeez. Oh man, I'm having a hell of a time tonight. So either we have Affliction, which is not a great spell. Heroes, natives are attacked with a might of, or monsters and natives are attacked with a might of 1. But you have to hit with it. Like it's not a good. It's really not a great spell. Like I'm. That's one where I would love to get rid of that and do something else with that. Strength, fly, or fireball. Fireball's a good attack. You need to go all purple with that for sure. The other way to go would be to go gray and black. And so I think what we're going to do, so our soul is angry. So we're going to go gray and black. So we get 1 gray, 1 black cube, and we get 2 that are mostly a choice between gray and black. I mean, we could even do gray, black, and purple, but let's just slow down on that. I don't think I'm doing anything for Valentine's Day, JJ. Are you doing anything? I mean, my wife and I are not gigantic Valentine's Day folks, but I will try to get, just maybe give her a little card or a note. I'm not even sure we'll go out to eat because after COVID, she still doesn't taste anything really that much, so it's sort of clunky. So we want vapor form again. So I think that's good. We'll take that as our get out of jail free card. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it can't taste. It's pretty. Do we want? So if we do fiery chasm, we definitely need another one of those. What do we need? We need. So we definitely need fiery chasm. Come on, there's no doubt about it. So we're gonna copy paste that, and I think we need 2 grays and 2 blacks. There we got that. So those are our 2 spells, and then I think we take. Maybe break spell just as a. I mean, probably don't need break spell because there's no other spellcasters in the game at the moment, so there's no way that we're going to be stuck in vapor form. Let's do rule undead. I've not gotten a lot of use out of rule undead, but let's go with it. So okay, so we're going to replace our illusionist with a soulless monster here. And he gets 4 spells, so that's the worst part. We would need to pick an extra spell or two. I never I don't know what LimeWire is. I'm not sure what. Yeah, gray and black. Yeah. So we can definitely, I can definitely get one more spell out there. I'm going to take divination. So let me copy it and paste it here, which gives us re-rolling when looting. We need 3 speed cubes. 1, 2, 3. 1 lousy heart right there. And that's it. And she gets 3 gold. So we have a half elf soulless. The soulless can use hidden. And I think we're going to take the human, not an extra spell. We're going to take the human thing of extra action plus action in civilization. Done. And no longer has the quest. I'm sorry. Obviously, this has been a clunky start to this game. Usually we are off and doing a lot better, but we died first moment. Okay. The Solus is going to start here in the village. His soul washes up at the village. What is LimeWire? All right, and let's do day 2. Sometimes COD works. Yes. All right. Ooh, excuse me. All right, day 2. We're never going to get through any time at all. We're so the Solus gets to go first. Music pirating. Oh, okay. Yeah, was not. I didn't torrent anything or whatever. It's yeah. I just does the Solus? So we have $3. So we need to get moving here. The Griffins we cannot really affect because they are flying. So the Solus is going to head down and go 1, 2 into the woods. Draw the chip. It's an item. Huh! That's funny. No, seriously. Like I just, yeah, no, I was just not a, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're done there. I mean, we did, obviously we were the, my generation were the kids that copied the games onto the, the floppy disks or whatever, or when I was at school, we used to go to, when I was in university, we used to go to the university computers, like the computer labs, and it would not be uncommon for people to have gone there and installed a game and left it on the hard disk of the computer. So we would go and we would sort of scour around on the hard disks and look for, like, oh, look, someone put Civ on there. This is like the original Civ, so I can get that booted up and play it. And so yeah, so we would do that. Okay, it's the Black Knight. Do I have speeding tickets? I mean, I did have lots of speeding tickets, more when I was a lot younger. There was a time period where I was driving between Maryland and Pennsylvania so often, and doing so at a poor amount of speed, and got a ton of speeding tickets way back. This is 30 years ago. And had to go take the driver test again because it was so bad. So the Black Knight's going to try to search the altar here. That's his goal. So we are searching for the altar. We need 2 of these spyglass symbols. Oh, no, that's nothing. That's 1 phase. We're going to do second. Oops, I rolled those chits. So this is our second action. Darn it. This is our third action. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm not like a speed freak or anything. I'm not doing it because, um, I had a boss once who loved going fast, and that was sort of his gig. So I'm driving like a little Ford Focus or something, on the interstate. I'm just going, 80 or you know what I mean? Like that's so then we'll sneak because we don't want to get caught at the altar. So I wish I could give you some exciting story about going like 150 miles an hour, but I can. It was look. I was rushing to get home because I'd stayed too late in PA and needed to get back to my job, and was doing it a ton. So it just statistically sort of caught up with me. Let's go. So the rogue is searching out to find stuff. She's going to go this way into the woods. That's 1. It's a gate in 6. Tell us about the time you buried a body. Right. No. So we got 1. I suppose she could go 2, 3 into the decayed swamp. So she will do that. Swamp it is. And there's a site. That's good. Catacomb. So that's good. We will sneak just to be on the safe side. We've already had a death. Strangely enough, sneaking did not solve the death. So that's the day. Let's make a quick roll and see who gets monstered. Caves get monstered. I don't think anybody's in a cave clearing, a cave tile. And orcs. Orcs will. And we do have orcs, and orcs are here. And orcs have the 2 dice, so they get both of these dice. So it's 4 orcs show up. Let's find me some orcs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. We have a sword orc, a sword orc, a sword orc, and the orc lord. And much like all good hobbits of old, a hobbit is going to avoid fighting those orcs because that is nasty. And I think that's the day. Okay, so our rogue here is going to go 1, 2 because she did not end an action with the orc. She doesn't have to roll to hide. She's going to go 1, 2. She's going to search 3. And she finds the catacombs. That does give her points, so she gets a point and some fame. And she can loot the catacombs. But she's on her last action. Does she sneak or does she loot? I'm going to say she's going to loot because she's going to hopefully be able to avoid anything which shows up. So let's set up the catacombs real quick. Catacombs has a death knight in it if it does indeed show. So let's hope it does not. Oh, we get to pick the top 3 treasures. and choose one. So 1, 2, and 3. So she either gets the Wand of the Magician. When casting targeted spells, the hero may re-roll dice. The Staff of Souls. Whenever the staff hits unarmored and non-undead, you heal. So it eats their souls. Or she gets a black cube. So, oh man, so she could have a black cube and a purple cube right now. So she could learn some magic. Does the rogue learn magic, or do we? Because the Wand of the Magician is sort of like all these are sort of useless. We're going to take that Tome of the Black Arts there, I think. And then put these back. And then I'm going to say she does use these. Might as well use them. Let's use them. So she's going to get a purple cube and a black cube to utilize. Oops, geez. You know, if I could... She runs into a spell book. There you go. She's got that. So she is done. It's the Solus's turn. Let's go 1 so we can draw a chip. Excuse me. Oh, so we do have a site. The Chamber in 1. That's 1. We get to use these. That's our special power, by the way, is Hidden Paths. So we're going to go 2. We're going to search for 3. Looking for 2 spyglasses. And we do it. So we actually have found the chamber. That's a point, 5 fame. Theoretically, last night we would have cast, so we should have cast Vapor Form. So that is wounded. This spell is permanently in its cast, and we're ready to go. So we're going to loot on our last turn the chamber. The chamber has the Titan. Let's see what these loot dice come up, though. Ooh, 4. Well, do we get... is there a 4th treasure? There is. And it is an enchanted treasure. Oh, okay. So we get another enchanted treasure. So what we do is we discard this. We draw another treasure immediately to replace it. And we also take a white cube and put the white cube here. And then we flip this. There we go. A lot of enchanted treasure here in the for early game. Potion of Flight. You can fly. 1-time use. Till the end of the next action phase, you may fly. So there we go. I can crush the random number generators. Yes. So the Solus is done. It is now the Black Knight's turn. The Black Knight is at the altar. Black Knight has not found the altar, so the Black Knight is going to search. It's all searching. That's 1 phase. He has to... 2. Come on. Just 3. He found it on 3, so he gets the altar. And he scores. But his last turn is not going... He's going to sneak, actually. He does not want to get caught out at the altar. So he is done. Let's roll. So we're looking for caves, which I don't think anybody's in. And we're looking for bones. bones, bones, and bones. No bones. So that's that. That's the day. That's good. Have you ever taken part in the official sport of Maryland? No, I've never taken part in the official sport of Maryland. What is the official sport of Maryland? We end up with the rogue first. Jousting. Oh, there you go. We end up with the rogue first at the catacombs with the candlestick. All right, so we are going to loot at least 3 times. We get the third treasure. Roach of Deflection cancels a hit. It's the second time. Get the 5th treasure. The Dust of Destiny. Reroll. Third loot. 4th treasure. The Horn of the Dark Angel. One-time use. Cubes may not be placed on other. So if you put a speed cube and a red might cube on this, it casts Fiery Chasm. That is a terrible idea, by the way. We're going to loot the last time. We're not going to sneak. We're going to loot one last time. We get the 2nd treasure. And we actually know what that is. That is the Staff of Souls. Done. And this goes back on the catacombs. Black Knight at the altar. Well, let's find the altar first. It's a demon at the altar. Roll some looting. Jousting, huh? There you go. Well, that's sort of interesting. The 5th treasure. So that's 1. Second loot, we get the 3rd treasure. Oh, the Foci of the Spellcaster. 3rd loot is a 4. The Shadow Cloak. And we will sneak just to make sure. So the symbol of alertness is going to give us an extra alert phase. The focus of the spellcaster gives us what? 1 spell cube in a might box. If we had, well, that would be great if we had a spell cube. And then the Shadow Cloak. Reroll a hide? Yeah. Since there are 2 legendary treasures, we're going to get 2 points, and we're going to get 10 fame done like that. So we have scored as the Black Knight pretty well, actually, and looted out some of that altar, but still a little bit of time. Finally, it is the Solace. Solace is at the chamber. Well, we might as well try the chimp. So everybody just found a thing and is sort of going to town on their their treasure site. So that's sort of an odd start, actually. First loot, the 5th card. Digger's Ruin. Extra search. Not extra search. Reroll a search in a cave. So that's 1. This is 2. We get the 3rd card. The Jeweled Thief's Skull. It's worth absolutely nothing, but it is a legend point. and worth some cash. Third loot. Get the third card. Tome of Wizardry. Any cube. Get any cube. All right, that's pretty cool. And then the fourth card, the fourth loot is either a sneak or a loot. We still have a gray cube, so we can just loot this last time. We get the fifth card, which is nothing. So I mean, truly, that's a good haul for all of our characters. And we did score some points. What do we want? Tome of Wizardry. The question is, where do we find? We got to figure out. Like, we haven't seen any spell books, so maybe I'm going to keep that Tome of Wizardry in my pocket, and when I see a spell book, I can pop this Tome of Wizardry and go, "I want that spell book." So I think we're done, and we've just looted everything out of these places. And now we roll monsters, and this is where we pay for it. Oh no, caves, which no one's in, and bones, which I think we've checked. And so we're in good shape for another day. So let's get this fifth day online here. So it's time to start thinking about moving on for our characters because so for the rogue, where's the rogue? Down here. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna explore. Oh, it's the sanctuary. In clearing number 3. So we get the sanctuary in 3. Well, looks like we're going in there. So that's 1. We get the vendor and the crone. Vendor and the crone. The rogue is smarter than she is charming or knowledgeable. So we're going to go with probably the crone. Let's go with the crone for now. So that is our second phase we're going to trade. So we've used 2 phases. Wow, she can get a gray cube. She can get all the cubes, damn it. Black. Symbol of rest. 1 rest action. It's pretty good. Old books to the scholar. Kill 2 giants. Or kill all the dwarves. all the natives of the mine. I mean, none of these is that great, except the short bow. Might be really nice for the rogue. So we are going to sell all of this. So that'll be $12. And then we will trade. So we move 1. We'll sell that stuff. We will trade and buy. So the halfling rogue gets as $32. Done. And in reality, she's going to sell that. So $40 because casting that doesn't really do her much good. I mean, it might. And now we'll try to buy the short bow. Short bow is 9, and we can haggle with the guy, the crone, and 3 or less. Nope, that's a fail. So she does not get the short bow. So she'll trade again. And she fails again. So that's her third action. So her fourth action is to try one last time. So 9, and she fails 3 times in a row. Well, no. Okay. Let's see how it is. See how it is, crone. It's a Solus's turn. Still not much left in the chamber, right? Chamber has 2 treasures left. Um, so we're gonna go 1, 2, explore 3. Can't place that, so it goes away. We'll explore 4. And we can't place that either. That's his day. Black Knight. That's a good question. Gonna go 1, explore 2. It's not great. Let's do that. So explore 2, move 3. Well, no, explore and move, right? Done. So that's 2. It's still 2. And I think that was day 6 is my guess, but item. We'll grab an item. Oh, I don't know. What do we got? Leather helm. We can't wear that just yet, but that's fine. What? So we did 1, 2. Let's explore here. 3. Can't place it. Now we'll sneak. Now we're going to roll these dice, and now we're going to get caught in the mountains. I don't think anybody's in the mountains. No one's in the mountains. Bones. We get adult dragons. One adult dragon on bones. On the Black Knight. Let's do this fight. Let's see. So first thing we're going to hide. And we are hidden. So we don't have to fight it if we don't want to. So now we're going to take a look at what this thing's going to look like. So unfortunately, we cannot auto hit this thing. Oh, and we get an extra alert phase. So we will have extra alerted too, because that's what this does. So we can play up to 6 cubes. We have to play 3 and 3. So we either play like this. If it flips, we kill it because we auto hit it and do the 3 points of damage. And if it doesn't flip, then we have a 44.444 chance of killing it effectively. But it will auto hit us and do a wound. Let's go with this. Yeah, why are we snapping? Like, what? Why would we snap with snap points on this? Come on. So first thing is first. We're targeting this guy. Does he flip? We actually would not mind. If he flips, that's good for us. He does not flip. So he's on that side. We go first. Our attack is faster. We have to hit him with symbols. Any symbol will do. And we do hit. That's going to do 3 points of damage with the battle axe. It's going to kill the adult dragon. We are done. That is worth 12 fame. And that was the fight. That's an easy fight. And that is indeed the end of that day. So now we are on the last day of the week here. Rogue is first. Oops. The rogue is first. So, I mean, she wanted the short bow, but it's not that imperative. So we're running from everything we can run from anyway, frankly. But what the short bow allows her to do is it allows her to ambush. So the things she can kill, she can plink away at. When she becomes unhidden, she can, like, that's the idea. So I do think we're going to go with the crone. Again, we're going to trade. I'm going to look at the missions too, just to see. She says, go to the scholar, kill 2 giants. Sure, she'll take that one just in case it comes up. And now she'll try for this silly bow again. It's worth 9. I mean, she has 40. She's just going to buy it. She's going to buy it at full on price. The only bad thing that does is she has to put the buckler away. She can't actually use the buckler if she has the short bow. But she's going to be hidden most of the time anyway. She's fine. So that is a phase. And now she could just go back and try to dink with those orcs. Because again, she would be hidden. She would shoot them. She might do the damage because missile damage is randomized in this game. And then when she gets seen, she ducks out and gets out of dodge. So something to consider. So it does give our rogue more combat capabilities. That is one. She did a trade phase. She is done. With that, she's gonna. I picked up the whole bag. Okay, well that is pointless. There we go. She's going to explore instead. So that's going to be 2. So this is her second phase. She gets 2. She's going to draw the cave terrain tile. It is a site. Shrine in 4. That is 2. That's her second move. Do you head into the caves? Do you go for the shrine? Or do you just back out? I think she's going to back out for the time being and go back to their done. Easy move. Black Knight. What are we going to do with this guy? I'm trying to think about how many tiles have I seen that give us the that have this, and I cannot for the life of me remember how many I've seen that actually have 2 and then 2 blanks. Let's draw 1 tile. No, that does not have enough blank spaces. So that's 1. We'll draw 2. That one did it. So there you go. So there are such tiles. So that's 2, and he can go in there. And it's a gate in 5. It's sort of boring. Okay. He's just far afield. At some point, you got to get back to. So that was 1, 2, 3. And then he'll have to sneak again. And alert. And the Soulless is going to explore here. There we go. So that's 1, 2. Pulling a site. Monolith in 2. All right, we will figure that out in a second. So 1, 2, pulled the site. We will definitely sneak. Oh, you know what? We're not going to sneak. We're going to rest twice to get 1 cube back. Done. That's it for day 7. Now we have to roll monsters. Monsters return. So what that means is that these guys leave because there's no one there. No one's with them. Oh, these guys leave because no one's with them. Griffins. Okay. I need to. So let's do that. So these guys all leave. And now we're looking just for scratchies at this point because we don't have any. No one else is coming. So nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. So This was a short one, and I do apologize. I would love to hang out and chat, but I need to actually get going because I am sort of fading fast here and having to push a lot of air just to speak. So losing my voice, I apologize. It happens periodically for whatever stupid reason. Um, does not help that I have taken a hobby which just has me talk continuously for hours at a time. Um, so what we have here is we have the rogue. She's got a bow. Otherwise, she's avoiding combat. This guy is using vapor form to avoid combat, and otherwise is going to nuke people with his fiery chasm. And the orc is, just hitting dudes. The orc black knight is certainly in a good position, also. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rest the rest of the evening here, and then yeah. My buddy did want to. I don't know if anybody's even interested, but my buddy did indicate an interest in doing City of Heroes, which I don't know if anybody knows, but there was a private group which had private, bootleg servers running City Heroes, and they actually did manage to get a license to run those now from NCSoft. So City of Heroes is legit. So he wants to play again and start a new character. So we might duo. So anyway, I will talk to y'all, and maybe we'll do that on some stream here. So, all right, I will talk to y'all. Thank you. I apologize again for only doing an hour, but at some point you're going to hear me start squeaking like a